Company Secretary.
A company secretary attends all board meetings and keeps detailed notes on everything said and all decisions made. They must provide the board with advice on complex decisions and must therefore be skilled in legal, financial and tax matters.
The company secretary compiles a board pack which might be 100 pages before every board meeting. You've got to make sure that the right information is there so that the directors have the right kind of information so they can make a good decision at the end of the day. They've got to make sure that the machine keeps moving. There are a number of different things to keep your eye on, and you've got to juggle a number of balls at the same time. You need to pay a lot of attention to detail. A person is quite widely read. A person is prepared to keep abreast. Legislation changes every few years. A bit of a master of all trades. You need to know a little bit about finances, a little bit about corporate governance. All these things add together and makes you a good corporate governance professional or a good company secretary. There are quite a few different routes to becoming a company secretary, and it's about 4 years of study. And you eventually write our board exams. If you pass that, you can then become a company secretary. A lot of our members, our students, couldn't afford to go to university and they had to get a job for various reasons, living in South Africa and their parents not being wealthy, but wanted to improve themselves and have taken out our course. It's one you can study through correspondence. You don't have to go to university for full time. And they've worked their way over the years, doing 2 subjects a year, 3 subjects a year, and eventually get their qualification and have risen through the ranks in their company as well. And some of them do it through a tuition provider like Varsity College or WITS, but many choose to study from home, correspondence, distance learning, and they're equally successful. It requires discipline, it requires effort, that you can get the qualification. Definitely a shortage of good company secretaries, because most people don't leave school with ideas saying I would like to be a company secretary. It's normally further down the road. You practice as a chartered accountant or as a lawyer, and you decide you would like to be more involved in business, and you find yourself becoming interested in corporate governance. So you could basically get a job with any well-recognized company who needs to have a company secretary on their board. Many of our members have immigrated to Australia, the UK, Canada, and have all found jobs there, and they obviously take their qualification with them. A person leaving school really, I think, would do well to follow a career of a company secretary. It's a very exciting field. It's always changing, always challenging. I don't think you will be one day that you'll be bored as a company secretary.